This is super exciting. In this video, we're going to be playing notes on our E string violins. And at the top of our page, in our tutor book, there's this beautiful diagram that shows us the notes on the E string. E, open string, F sharp, one finger, G, two fingers, A, three fingers, and four fingers, a high B. So we're practicing notes on the E string, our higher sounds. Now, a word of warning, it is difficult to make the E string sound pretty and not squeaky and not scratchy and not ooh. So what we have to learn to do, particularly for the E string, and it's the reason we teach it to you last, you really need to be careful about how you place your bow on the E string and the amount of pressure that you put on that bow, because our goal is always to make a good sound. So we have to work even harder on the E string, harder than any other string, to make it sound pleasant to the ear. So it's a little bit of trial and error with how much to push or how lightly to push. I find when I'm playing my E string, I place the bow on it feather light and I just try and keep it as smooth and soft and gorgeous as possible. I don't want to make a horrible sound that people aren't going to want to listen to. So an E string for a violinist is something to work on and work on and work on, making that sound as pleasant as you can. And if you hear a really good violinist, they will make the E string sound absolutely gorgeous, but it takes a lot of effort. So let's have a look at Sakura. This is 192. This is a traditional Japanese piece. You might not have heard it before, so if you want to just hear me play it for the first time through and follow your music, I think that would be a really good piece of advice. And then we'll play it again together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, two things to note. When we play second finger on the E string, I'm not teaching you G sharp. The first thing I've taught you is just G natural. So the second finger is touching the first finger. In this piece, Sakura, when we go over to the A string, our second finger is C natural, and it's also a low second finger. So we're going to have low second finger on the E string and low second finger on the A string. Can you write that in? Write it in on your part. Low second finger on the E string, low second finger on the A string, just to remind yourself. Right, let's try it one more time. Here we go, Sakura. And maybe you can hear even that sort of Japanese sound that it's making. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the lovely Japanese piece Sakura, where we get to practice notes on the E string and we get to practice low second fingers. So a really nice one to work hard at, and especially getting that beautiful sound on the E string, which is tough.